Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is November 1st, 2025, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. No trade recommendations. We know trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right. Let's just jump over here to these charts and see what we see. Maximize this quarterly chart. And what we see is green. We see we came close. We're still below an R2 here on the SPY. We got a small candle. We got a little bit, once we get down to the lower time frames, we can see that the SPY is at an indecision point right now. See, I'm looking at SPX right now. It doesn't really matter. I'll take a look at SPX and all. Let's take a look at SPX this week. As you can see, I'm probably still doing something with SPX, and I very seldom trade the SPY itself anyway. All right, let's go ahead and go down to let's go out to the monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, what we see here is still green. We are coming up. These are quarterly pivots, and this is the last month, October. So we can see that we're still below this R1 level. Again, kind of next month, I kind of expect us to break that R1 level and see how high can we go. We're going to be shooting for the 7,000 number. That's a nice round number, and we're not too far off that number at this time. We had looked like say 6850 and also 6850, 6850. So that's 150 points away from 7,000. You know, I think we'll reach that by the end of the year. You know, and reaching that'll take us reaching at R2 level. That'll take us up above that number anyway. So again, that's a pretty good target to have at this time. But let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. And again, we was above the 910 moving average. We're still technically we're in a bull market. Everybody knows we're in a bull market at this time. But when you look at this weekly chart, let's zoom in here a little bit. We got this red doji at the top. Are we going to form that evening star? When I say form that evening star, that means we may get a candle down over here, something like this and this thing may start looking like it wants to finally turn over So you got to kind of like wait and see what actually happens. But right now, there's that but. It canceled out. We're going to be opening above let me just show you here. These are monthly pivots. So come next month, we're going to be opening above this monthly pivot. We may come down and test that pivot, and that will give us where it looks like we're going to be forming an evening star, but that candle has to come way down here to give me a good evening star. And then our confirmation, we may come way down in this area here. If it happens, I don't think it's going to happen. This market has just been too strong. This is just a rest week up here at the top. So we got to just kind of like wait and see what happens. But this level right here, this pivot level right here, below the 6,800 and getting close to the 6,750 number somewhere in here, it could happen. So be careful, be careful, be careful, since we do have this doji up here and a lot of selling pressure this week. But again, it was end of month. So you always got to take that with a grain of salt. End of month, end of month, end of month, first of month type thing. Always be careful. All right, but let's go ahead and go down to this daily noise and wrap this on up. Let me erase that, clear that all out. And on this daily noise, let's zoom. And this is what I'm kind of looking at. I was kind of expecting, after we had, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our week up here. Our week is up here. I was expecting after this gap up that we may have came back down here and tried to fill this gap, but we never did. Now we've come close. We come close to filling this little gap here, and are already with this red candle here. So now that's why that evening star on the other picture, if it happens, I don't know. I really don't know. I can see this market. Maybe since we're going to be opening next week below pivot, we may come down to this level right here and bounce. Coming down to this level right here might be enough of filling that particular gap, finish filling this gap here before we head back to the upside. So that's what I'll be watching out for here come next week. And that's pretty much it. Like, again, I think it's like I don't think it's going to come down to a support 2 level. If it comes down to a support 2 level, that would get us back down here and do this test that I was kind of expecting the market to do, and then take off and go higher. But again, we made all-time highs again this week. We just got a lot of noise here at the end of the month, and let's just take that like that. And I will leave it like that. Again, all I'm really expecting is maybe a bounce down to here before going higher. And that's it. No trade recommendation, just what I see, and we have to just kind of like see what's going to happen next week. Some good news come out, definitely that would happen. Bad news come out, worst case, we finally come down here to this level. And that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is the Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.